Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, I'm coming through loud and clear. Hopefully, you can see me properly here. Let me sit back a little bit more. So, today is the first day of our mini challenge. Okay, let me just see that you can see the screen. If you're with me, just give me a hello while I'm checking the screen and then we'll get straight into it. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to check on my phone to see if I'm coming up okay. Not as yet. Here we are. Okay, yeah, you can just about see the picture, so I'm going to take the screen back a little bit. Hi, Charlie. Hopefully you can see that a little bit more now. All right. So if you're watching from outside the UK, you might not be aware that we've got some quite drizzly weather at the moment. Hi, Roo. Andrea, welcome. Amanda, lovely. Hi, everyone. So, of course, the clocks have gone back as well this weekend, so it's not surprising if you feel a little bit more tired than usual, if you're feeling a bit flat, am I right? If you're just feeling a little bit of lack of motivation. So whether you're aware of it consciously or subconsciously, it has an impact on not just our mind, but our body systems as well. So we're getting all these different messages from our body telling us that it's getting time to kind of hibernate a little bit. And yet the whole world is telling us we need to keep working, right? So there's a little bit of being in tune with nature and things that are going on around us. And there's a little bit of trying to understand what we're experiencing. So these next 3 days, I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking about some NLP techniques. And if you know anything about NLP, there are many, and it's just absolutely fascinating. And one of the things I like about NLP, probably the biggest thing I like about it, is how to change your perspective, how to look at things a little bit differently. And you might just think to yourself, never thought of it like that before. And that can be quite a shift in your consciousness and how you see yourself, the world, and other people. And that is what our core beliefs are based on. So I'm just going to see if there's any messages here coming through. Karen, hello, darling. Okay, so today, hopefully you can see what I've got alongside of myself. Dissociation, sometimes disassociation, depends on whether you're in the UK or if you're in America. Hi, Kelly. So sometimes dissociation, it can be a good thing, and it can also be not a good thing. Now, when it's not a good thing, so dissociation is when you're separating yourself from the situation, from the emotion, from the person, from the place, and you're letting your emotions be separate from that, or even not at all. And we want to be talking about the good side of dissociation, but I want to point out that sometimes if you go too far, you can completely detach, right? And there's cord cutting, or do all sorts of cord cutting and moving on and letting go. But just be aware if your emotions are feeling quite numb, that might be when you've reached a place where you're completely detached, and that is something else. So it's all about using these techniques in a very empowering and mindful way. So when it comes to a positive way to use dissociation, it's when you're feeling like your emotions are really too intense. So it's like when you're feeling that the outcome of this is really, really important to you and that everything depends on it. And this is all about change. It's all about letting go. Hi, Karen, morning. So the dissociation here I'm talking about is something called about these horses. And I've always kept this in my mind. So you are not your feelings. So if you're feeling like, oh, I always get like this, or here I go again, I'm eating loads of crap, or I'm not exercising, or I'm really angry, or I can't let that go. Sometimes we pile what I call crap on top of crap, right? Which is feeling bad about feeling bad. These are called meta emotions, and they're absolutely useless, but they are there, and we all experience them. So it's about stepping back. Again, this is a dissociation. Stepping back and going, actually, that's not relevant, that's not important, that's not beneficial to have those emotions about my emotions. I'm allowed to have emotions, but I'm going to step back and look at them. What's really going on here? So is this something that I need to look at? Is this something I need to just breathe through and let go of? Is this something I need to shift? Or am I just going to wallow in this for a minute? And you know what? You're allowed to wallow in it for a minute. As long as we're not suppressing those emotions that are coming up. So we are not our feelings. That is the key point that I want to make this morning. Hi, Michelle, lovely horses. Yeah, so these are my horses. So the reason I've drawn them all here is because sometimes it's easier for you to see these visually. So the whole point of this morning is looking at your feelings and going, I am not my feelings. What it means is, hang on a second, I've just got on my grumpy horse this morning. So you wake up and you're feeling like in a mood or whatever you're feeling. Don't say to yourself on top of that, oh, here I go again. Okay, these are the shoulds and coulds that we need to be aware of. We say, you know what, I've got on my grumpy horse this morning. My grumpy horse, my angry horse, my rage horse, whatever that is. I am not the horse, I'm just getting on that horse. Okay, this is me. This is how the horse is feeling. Another one, for example, is if you're feeling worried, if you're feeling anxious, avoid saying to yourself, oh, I'm such an anxious person. You can say, I'm on my anxious horse this morning. I've got on my anxious horse. And it helps you to kind of separate yourself from that a little bit and go, right, okay, I'm aware of that. I'm going to take that horse for a little ride. And then I'm getting off the horse, I'm getting onto my happy horse or whichever. And it's just a different way of looking at things. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about this morning. As I said, really kind of short and sweet, little snappy ways to think about yourself, think about life. So what I'd like to invite you to do is for the next day today, Rue says, I do actually own a grumpy horse. Yeah. So now you can be like, you can really resonate with that analogy as well. So for today, I would like you to simply catch yourself when you have those meta emotions, when you're saying to yourself, here I go again, or I should be feeling like that, or this, that, and the other. And just tell yourself, I'm on my overwhelmed horse today, or I'm on my greedy horse today, or whichever. And that helps you to actually get off the horse when you feel ready. So all it is just catching yourself, reminding yourself, and then you make the choice when you're ready. So I hope that was useful. I hope that was a different way of looking at things. Tomorrow I'm going to have another one. It's all going to be around dissociation. You're welcome, Kelly. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, you are not your emotions. You can feel them and you can pass them through, whether it's through breathing, exercise, a thought process. There are so many different ways, and I'm always really enjoying sharing the different ways. What works for you might not work for me, so it's all about just trying different things and seeing which ones work for you. You're welcome, Rue. Bye, everyone. Bye.